Hello, and welcome back to another pen talk, an interesting one. We're going to explore one of these 4 pens in depth, see if you can guess which one is the new one in this group. And we're also going to explore how buying has changed in the United States, and this is as of May 4th, 2025, 2 days after the change to the de minimis tariffs options of packages from China. So these are 3 PenBBS pens, a PenBBS pen rest stop, and an Asvine V126, which is the only one with the gold colored pieces. And this resin is called Symphony in the PenBBS world, and here's a list of these pens. And a viewer pointed out that when he saw this pen in my little What I Got New Pens video, he said it looked like Symphony, and I said, well, let's give it a look. And Symphony has a lot of variations to it, as you can see. So that resin changes quite a bit. It's one of those resins that, like a box of chocolates, you don't know what you're going to get, but you know there's going to be a particular swirl of colors. The density could change. And if we look at that long 267, it seems to indicate and show all those variations. So sit back. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video exploration of this particular part of the world and part of the pens that we've learned to come and enjoy, and that is changing as we speak. So let's just feast our eyes on this brown Swirl pen from Asvine. And yes, you can see some white and some brown. Interesting variations on colors, and since it's a vac filler, it's nice to be able to see the ink level inside the pen. And that cap there is labeled as we like to see. Just a standard ball clip. Very springy, very nice, very functional. The cap comes off in about 1.5 turns, and we see a nice gold tone nib. And it has the M for medium. I like my medium Asvine nibs. Just a standard plastic feed on the other side. We'll show you the bits and pieces inside a little bit later in the video. Do you like the pen? So for some comparison's sakes, here's that PenBBS 269, the really long pen. But I think its length lets you understand and appreciate the different variations this resin can have. When you take a long rod that was poured and swirled and whatever they do to make this interesting look. Yeah, I say each pen is going to be different, no two the same. So if you buy something with a resin like this, appreciate the surprise and enjoy the pen that you get. And it may or may not look like the picture that prompted you to purchase it. I just wanted to show you how the V126 can be disassembled if necessary. The section unscrews, the nib assembly unscrews. So you got a clean shot at cleaning out the barrel. No need to disassemble unless you want to. So as we know, the cap at the end of the barrel is unscrewed. You pull up that piston and then push it down in one movement. A beautiful pop sound. Sometimes when I test pens, you don't hear much of a sound, and that's indicative of the fact that there's not as much vacuum developed from the piston, so therefore it doesn't pull up as much ink, but this one should work very, very well. Just a standard Asvine nib assembly. I'll silicone grease these threads, this O-ring, that O-ring. On the section, silicone grease these. And again, I like the O-ring above the threads so you don't get ink into the threads. Makes it stay pretty longer. So you may ask, or you may not, how many V126s do you have? And I have 5 of them. This matte black stealthy version, this blue one, was one of the first that I got. Here's that quarterite one, similar to the Swirl blue resin one, but in a matte black finish on the metal bits. Here's a brown one, which is also a very nice color. And of course, the pen of this video, brown Swirl. This one's inked up, this one's inked up, this one's inked up, and I keep the cap here at the end of the barrel undone, so I don't have to worry about when I write with it if it's going to stop writing, because when you put this cap down, it stops ink flow to the feed, and you may write a little bit before all of a sudden you don't have any ink coming out. So it's a thing to keep in mind with vac fillers, which is unique to them, and also eyedropper pens that have a shutoff valve that works similarly to what a vac filler shutoff valve does. Again, I enjoy this. I think it's a great illustration of the amazing resins that Asvine has been using. They certainly have done better than Pen BBS recently in giving us a lot of choices. So I did some research on Amazon. You can still buy the pen at pre-tariff pricing. Here's some examples. It also has a lot of all the colors are available on Amazon. And if you look at some other platforms, like say Etsy, the price of the pen appears to be similar. But if you scroll down to the details, you'll see there's $20 charge for shipping. That's new. It used to be free. So that's where I think the tariffs have come in on the Etsy platform, at least for this particular item. Now let's go over to eBay. You do a search. There's a fair number of V126s on the search. And if you look at them, you'll see that some of them are shipped from the United States with free shipping. So you're paying a little bit of a premium, but you're getting it delivered from a U.S. source, avoiding the tariffs. So my guess is these people, or this organization, bought a bunch of Chinese pens in anticipation of the tariffs going up and are having them available on eBay. I didn't look at AliExpress. Temu's not shipping to the States, at least from their Chinese location. Who knows if they have stored anything in their warehouse that would be of interest, but I don't want to go through the, how shall we put it, anxiety of trying to find something just for the sake of that. So I'm going to enjoy the pens that I have. Occasionally I might find something of interest and I may try to purchase it, but no plans right now. So we've reached the conclusion of this video. No writing. I'll give you a link to my other reviews of this pen. You can see how those nibs write. The Asvine nibs have been very consistent in my experience. So you got extra fine, fine, and medium. Choose what you'd like and enjoy it. So as mentioned, the world is constantly changing more rapidly than it used to. And things that we may have depended on or expected, we have to double check, make certain that they are still as we expect them to be, to avoid surprises or look forward to surprises when you least expect them. So that's it. I hope this video finds everyone safe, healthy, and happy, enjoying your pens that you have, enjoying life in general. I certainly do, and I enjoy sharing my joy with you. So with that, I'd like to say thank you all for watching, we've reached the end, and we will say bye-bye-bye-bye.